Hi, welcome to Zaketissimo. I am Andy and today we are doing top 10 books from my coloring book collection that I absolutely adore but did not manage to color in so far. So we are going to start with number 9. Keep in mind that none of these books are colored. I'm just showing you my favorite, my top 10 books. This is number 10, so the last one will be my most loved book ever from all of my collection. And here we have from Miki Takei, the Princess book. And this book, I think it's a Chinese one. I know I got it from Amazon Japan, but I think the writing is in Chinese. You have the tutorial in the front. The paper is amazing. You know, the Japanese one, it's a thick paper and it's really smooth, and you have these illustrations. There are 3 more books. I think it's one is fantasy stage, and there's another one, I forgot its name. There are 4 books in total, but I like this the best because the illustrations contain like Disney princesses, like Cinderella, her shoe, and they are so beautifully done. The characters and the animals, I love this one with Snow White. The mermaid, the castle. You have a lot of different sceneries in every page. Even the ones that look like wallpaper, they're not really repeated because the bunnies are in different poses. The paper is off-white a bit, it's not quite white. And it's an amazing book. I cannot recommend it enough. And I never colored in it because I love it so much that I need to know that my skills are improved enough for me in order to color a page in this book. And now we also have the zodiac signs. Like this is Gemini, this is Cancer. Also a little element of surprise. So yeah, this was number 10. On number 9 we have 4 Seasons, the Disney book. And this book is huge. It's bigger than an A4. Illustrations are from Veronique Hermé. Paper is okay, it's not as thick as the Japanese one, but it's also not Amazon Create Space. And we have all the Disney illustrations. I love them because they are so big. And you have an entire scenery with the environment, the leaves, the trees, and the characters. The single thing that I would have loved in this book is for the illustrations to be one-sided, so that we could use alcohol markers in this book, but unfortunately we cannot because it has illustrations on both sides. But nevertheless, it's an amazing book, and the scenes are awesome, the characters are well done, and you have a lot of space for your creativity to explore for the backgrounds. In some of them you have plenty of space to do something with the background. In some of them you have a really good composition of how the elements are organized in the page, such as this one. You don't really have a big background to play with. And it also goes through the seasons, which I love. I'm a seasonal colorist, so I always love to color something that's in that season, especially if it's Halloween or Christmas or Easter. It's really nice to be in the vibe of that season or in that holiday, like pumpkin carving. It's a really nice book. I also have some Disney coloring books, the Japanese ones from Inko Kotoriyama, but I love this the best don't know, maybe it's about the page being so big and you have, I don't know, the freedom to create a lot of stuff with the backgrounds and with the spaces. Even though we can't use alcohol markers, it's still inspiring to see the characters so big with all those spaces and a lot of elements in the background. I don't know, I just feel inspired when I look into this one. And I opened it, I think about 10 times, and I wanted to color something in it, and I loved all the pages but didn't manage to start in any of them because I felt that I wasn't ready for this book. I won't set a goal for me like to start coloring in these top 10 books, but I just wanted to show you my favorite books of all time and why I did not color in them so far. But when I will be ready, I will color in it. This is so nice. It seems like a double spread, but it isn't because all of the characters are on ice. Yeah, really amazing book. And it's a hardcover book. Number 8 is Atelier of Witch Hat, and this book is by, it was about here, Kamone Shirahama. I don't remember where I got this book from. I don't remember if it was from Amazon Germany or Amazon Japan, I don't remember. But you can find it. It's quite easy to find. It's not that rare. And I think it's a special book because I didn't see this style of illustrations before in any of the books I own. They're really like a bit manga, but a bit realistic. They also have some slight shading to mark where the shadows would be. And they're quite simple to color. I mean, here it's just a character and half a scene. And the paper is amazing. It's like cardstock, one-sided. You can use anything. You can throw watercolors or alcohol markers on it, and it should be fine. It's such a cool book. I consider it rare because I never seen illustrations in this style. It's a combination of styles, but it's consistent throughout the book. Kind of gives me the vibe of Camilla Derico and the Ink House, something like that. Also, the paper is quite similar. It's a bit smooth, but also thick. I think this would be recommended more for pencils that are harder, like oil-based, Polychromos, maybe Tombow Hirohiten. Yeah, such an amazing book. I think this will look so great after they would be colored. Great book. On the 7th place, we have this cute book. This book is from Amazon Japan, and the illustrator is Nashiou, and the title is Looking for the Bell of Happiness, and the subtitle is The Dreaming Cat's Flower Journey. And this is just an awesome book, but I feel like my skills of coloring fur are not that great so far, and I want them to be great for this book because the cats look awesome, but also the environment in which they are, the scenery, the elements, the florals, everything. It's just a superb style. And I love each and every page of them. And I can see them colored. Like here I wanted a sky that would be with violet and pink, purple, orange, and then go to a yellow and pink. So it triggers a lot of creativity when you look into these pages because they are so well done and all the elements are different. If you look into other illustrators or other style of coloring books, you would see if you have an element like this flower and you also have the same flower in other places, sometimes you will have the same exact flower just like duplicated. And for me that, okay, it's fun to color, but it doesn't seem really realistic. So I love when you have, even though it's the same flower, the petals are positioned differently. This one is smaller because it's in the back, this one is bigger because it's in the front, and so on. So you have a lot of diversity and it's nature, so it's more natural for things not to be the same dimension, if you know what I mean. I'm feeling a bit off because I ate something that I don't think it was good for me, but I'm recovering. I love this countryside scenery with the flowers and the bird and the sunflowers. The pages of this book are also of white, so that's a cool element. I love when the paper is not really white because I feel like when you are using white or even when you are using Posca, it pops up on the page better on off-white paper rather than on plain white paper. And you have a lot of scenery, a lot of cats, a lot of flowers. In some pages you have a cool background that you can play with. This is so cute. And the pages, I feel like the pages are so, it inspires happiness, but also they are quite animated because in all of the pages something is happening. Not all of the characters are just looking at the image like in a standard pose, like smile and look into the camera. It's just a capture of what's happening in that moment. So I feel like the illustrations are so alive. This bird is waving, maybe to this boat. Yeah, it's an amazing book, but I need to exercise more on coloring fur before I start doing this page. Like in this page you don't even have the head of a cat, you have the butt. The picture captured only the butt of the cat. So this is funny. But also the buildings, the architecture and the flowers and all of the roses. So nice. A bit hard to articulate myself today. Yeah, it's an amazing book and I love it, and I'm trying to go a bit faster because we still have a lot of books left. We have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yes. I'm trying to also give you a flip of the book just for you to see almost all the pages, to make an opinion about this book and to believe me why I love these books so much, and they are in my top 10 favorite books from all my 500 plus collection of books. Yes, love it. On the 6th place we have Jasmine Beckett Griffith, Halloween. I have all of her books, but this is my favorite one. I didn't color in neither of her books so far, just because I feel like the characters are so big and they are intimidating, and I feel like I need to master my skin tones and my clothing textures for this book. And I would also want to see her acrylic paintings just to get some inspiration. I don't know if I would color them the same, just not to kind of duplicate what she did, but I would like to take some inspiration from what she did. And her illustrations are so creative and they seem simple, but they are very special. And they have a lot of feelings in them. And I also love magical stuff and Halloween and witchy stuff. So it fits my vibe. Paper is off-white. It's the Blue Angel Publishing. It's the same publisher that published Christine Caron's book, Wildflower Folk. So it's the same quality of the paper. Illustrations are amazing. You also have these mini ones, which I intend to start with one of these ones, just to have the character smaller. It's more forgiving. I also love this one. Yeah, amazing book, great quality of the book. The paper is thick, it's smooth, you can use anything, it's one-sided. So yeah, this was on the 6th place. On the 5th place we have Fairy Tales and Folklore by Emily Lidehall Oberg. I also have her older version, the pink one, where I colored only one page, and I'm keeping that as is, just as a reminiscent reminder of how much we waited for this version, because I wouldn't color anything in the old one. Let me just pick it up in this one. I wouldn't color anything in it because I wanted to keep it in a pristine condition to have it forever. I even scanned it to have it untouched, and I just colored the Santa in the back, hidden here on the last page. And yeah, I want to keep this book as is because I also love the old format of the book. And I think, given that this book is quite popular, most of you have already seen flip-throughs of this book, which is amazing. The style is a bit simpler, but I feel like every composition of the composition of every page is very well done. You have a lot of elements, and their position is great, and you can do a lot of effects in this book, giving the quality of the paper, the illustrations, the composition, and the different styles and different elements that you have on each page. So I feel like this is a special book, and also extra points for waiting so much to have the option to buy again this book, because I wouldn't color in the old one thinking that, oh my god, if I screw up something I wouldn't be able to repurchase this. So that was always my fear. But yeah, now I have it as new, and it's an amazing book. It's very nostalgic, but full with creativity and great illustrations, waiting to be colored someday. Next, on what place? On the 7th place, we have Eerie, and this is her latest book. It's The Magical Land of Loramia, the story of a town where wizards live and the mysterious forest. I love Eerie's books, but I didn't quite color too much in them, especially in this one. I didn't color at all. It intimidates me because you have a lot of elements and it's just too much for me, but I love it. I can see the vision and I can see it, how it would look colored and where to put the shadows and the light effects and so on. But I think you cannot use a color palette for these types of illustrations. So I feel like this book would need a lot of thought process before beginning to color, because if you throw every color of the rainbow on these pages, maybe it would be decent, but I wouldn't want to do so. I would like to plan ahead, feel the vibe, plan a theme, plan, I don't know, the textures of the wood and so on. So yeah, that's why I haven't colored anything in this book so far, but I would love to so bad because it's an amazing book. And again, you have a lot of elements. I love when you have there are some specific books where you have just characters or just one type of stuff and some small elements nearby, whereas in this type of books you have everything. Like you can do all the bingos that go on in the challenges, because I think you can find anything in Erie's books because some of them are so random. Such a cool book. I need to flip faster and talk less. This is so nice. And I love how you have some unexpected things like this giant rooster in here, or these unicorn dogs, this bird on a fish. So much creativity goes into these pages. And did you know that Ari illustrates her books with a toothpick? That's why they look so natural. Yeah. Amazing illustrator. Someday I will come to this book. On the 8th place we have Tales from the Witches Cottage from Hannah Carlson. And right up my alley, witchy stuff, cats, magic, flowers, bunny, cottages. So yeah, you can see a theme here for all of these books. But you know, this is my top 10 favorite books, so it's my preference. Don't go by my word, it's just my opinion for my collection. I'm just showing you what I like. And I like this book with all the witchy stuff and the girls, the flowers, the roosters. Such a cute book. I love how Hannah's style evolved so much from those big portraits with the faces to these detailed pages with a lot of elements and full-on characters and animals. It's such a pleasure to see other people grow and just admire them and support them. I just love this book. It has everything I love. Yep. On the 9th place, we have Dark Fairy Tales from Kirby Rosanes. And this is a recent launch. I didn't color anything, but I do enjoy each and every page from this book. I admired it for hours. The illustrations are just breathtaking. They are so realistic. They are so expressive. They are so real. They have Kirby points out the shadows, also the light, if you see here, so it helps you a lot. I always feel inspired when I look into these books because most of the pages from this book require, should I say, special effects, like some type of effects, like water, bubbles, or something. So I think this would be a book to experiment a lot of stuff in it. Feathers. But again, I didn't color anything in this book, although it's in my top 10 favorites, just because I don't feel that my skills are worthy so far. I'm just waiting for them to get better in order for me not to ruin a page in a book so wonderful. Because if I would color in this book and just ruin a page, I would probably either rip the page or repurchase the book, and I would feel like it would be a waste. So I prefer to wait. exercise on other books, get my skills better, and then I can color in this beauty. This is a page where you could test a lot of skin tones, a lot of ideas for this book. Someday I will color in it. And in the first place, my top first place, my most loved book and untouched book is Leon's Journey. I absolutely love every inch of this book. This book is from Kanoko Egusa. It's Leon's Journey, following Leon's footsteps, a coloring journey through the seasons with a cat. And the illustrations are just magical. They are so real. You know, when I said that I love when the elements of the page are in different shapes or positioned different or different dimensions, what Kanoko Egusa does in this book looks so real, and you can make these pages feel and color them so realistic. It's amazing. Paper is awesome. I got this book from Amazon Japan, and as you can see, each and every page is just adorable. You cannot find a page in this book that you wouldn't like, that I wouldn't like. I don't have any page that I wouldn't color in this book. Everything in here is absolutely gorgeous. Because, you know, cats, animals, flowers. But also the style. Kanoko's style evolved so much from her last books to this one. Like, this one was 10 steps ahead. It's awesome. It's absolutely amazing, and you don't have anything to complain about. I don't have complaints for this book. I think the single complaint would be not a complaint, like a feedback to improve would be to be one-sided, but I don't know, I feel like it would ruin the vibe that we got here with some double spreads. And I wouldn't use alcohol markers in these illustrations, to be honest, so no complaints. I have no feedback to improve here. All of the pages are awesome. So for me, this is the most beautiful book in my collection that I love. In the first place, in my top 10 favorites, but also still untouched so far. Hopefully in the future I can show you some colored images from this book, but I don't know, let me work on my skills a bit before, and then when I'll feel comfortable enough to work in this book, I will for sure do it, because I cannot wait to put a pencil on this book, because it is awesome. So yeah, this was my top 10 favorite books of all time, and top 10 books that are also untouched, uncolored, because I don't feel that my skills are good enough until now, so I am just exercising my skills on other books until I will be comfortable enough to color in these books. So yeah, thank you for watching, see you in the next one, and take care. Bye!